What's up guys, Mickle here, and boy do we have some exciting information to go over in this video. We just found out that one of the largest financial institutions in the entire world, a company that handles trillions of dollars of value daily, is diving full on into blockchain. And guys, this company has some very heavy ties to both Ripple and XRP. In this video, I want to break down these connections. I want to show you guys why this massive firm is going to use XRP in the future. Guys, this is something you cannot miss. This is absolutely massive. We also see the pressure really starting to mount against Gary Gensler. At the start of the Ripple SEC case, it was really only the XRP army calling out Gary Gensler for his absurd stance towards cryptocurrencies. Guys, in this video, I want to show you that Gary Gensler is really starting to face the pressure big time, and this could cause him to capitulate on the current Ripple SEC case. Like always, guys, if you are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, even if you live in the United States, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Real quick guys, MOO-MOO is slowly becoming one of my favorite places to buy and sell stocks. MOO-MOO has a great interface and is a regulated exchange. If you sign up right now using the link in the description of this video and deposit only $1 into your MOO-MOO account, you will get 7 free stocks. Each one of these stocks could be worth up to $3,000, so make sure to go check that out if you want some free stocks. So guys, let's start this video off, and I really want to show you that the pressure is really starting to mount against Gary Gensler. And the reason this is such a big issue is because when Gary Gensler first took his position at the SEC, there's a lot of good things being said about him, and a lot of people had a lot of hope. This caused people to kind of slow down on really judging his initial things that he was doing when he was at the SEC, and gave him a lot more leeway than he currently has now. But now we are seeing a dramatic change in the tide, and it is actually becoming a politically popular thing to actually oppose Gary Gensler's decisions. Take a look at this. This is coming from a lady who is currently running for Congress. Her name is January Walker, and she tweeted out, "The SEC should not be touching blockchain." And this is pretty significant because although we don't even know if this girl, January Walker, is going to make it into Congress, she is literally starting to run her campaign on opposing Gary Gensler. This is a fantastic sign, especially right before midterms, because what do you think the people running against people like January Walker are going to think when they see her getting all this public attention for going against the SEC's negative stance on crypto? Obviously, January Walker didn't have a big following prior to tweeting out stuff like this, but now she is getting a ton of good press from retail investors because she is going against the SEC. People running against her and people running against people like January Walker who are publicly going against the SEC are going to be forced to change their stance going into midterms. They're going to have to start more publicly calling out the SEC if they want to be able to compete with this kind of positive attention. This is a great sign because this could push people even on Gary Gensler's side of the aisle to start questioning some of his decisions in the blockchain space. Overall, the more people who come out and do this, it's just going to put more pressure on Gary Gensler. Guys, Gary Gensler is a politician at the end of the day. We know he is heavily corrupted, but at the end of the day, if pressure keeps ramping up on him like this, then he's going to be forced to capitulate. At the end of the day, he needs to answer to Congress, and if these different congressmen and women feel like they might lose because of Gary Gensler's stance on crypto, guys, he is going to have to listen up to what they are saying, and right now, the more people who come out like this and put pressure on Gary Gensler, it is a fantastic sign. And take a look at this. I'm not even really a big fan of Mark Cuban's crypto stance. I think he's off in a lot of ways. I think he focuses too much on hypey projects, but even he is now calling out Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler tweeted out this op-ed he put out there where he is essentially saying the crypto market is no different from our traditional markets and different crypto projects need to come in and talk with him so they can get registered. Mark Cuban tweeted out in response to him, "Come in and talk to who? Set up an appointment how? Since you understand crypto lending / finances, why don't you just publish bright line guidelines you would like to see and open it up for comments?" And guys, Mark Cuban makes an excellent point here. The only reason Gary Gensler is being so vague about projects coming in and talking with him is because he knows his jurisdiction does not cover cryptocurrencies. The The only way his jurisdiction can cover cryptocurrencies if he keeps it super vague. They don't actually dig into the details, because the details ultimately prove that cryptocurrency should not be designated to the SEC. The funniest part about this, though, is the SEC actually already knows that cryptocurrencies should not be under their jurisdiction. I tweeted this out a while ago, but in my opinion, this is some of the most damning evidence I have seen against the SEC. I tweeted out, boom, this is why the SEC is desperately trying to say XRP has no utility. This entire case is a sham and the SEC knows it. And guys, if we take a look at what this document is, this is a letter from Perkins Coie directly to the SEC breaking down what a security is and what a security is not. This document is from 2018 and is the same law firm that helped Ethereum get its free pass, so we know that the SEC listens closely to Perkins Coie. Well, Perkins Coie told the SEC, but once a token has achieved full functionality, it should not be treated as a security. They also went on to say securities cannot be used in a way utility tokens are used, as an example for micropayments. So right here, Perkins Coie is directly telling the SEC, hey, things like XRP are not securities because they have utility that securities typically don't have. But the SEC desperately tries to ignore this because they know this blows up their jurisdiction over the space. The SEC cannot afford to provide any clarity for this asset class, because the second there's clarity, it removes this asset class from their jurisdiction. The good news, though, is we are slowly seeing politicians catch on to this. Politicians are gradually leaning towards giving this market to the CFTC, and that's because the SEC's absurd behavior is exposing the fact that they should have never had any power over this industry. Ultimately, though, I think it's a great sign that this is becoming evident to everyone, because I think the more it becomes clear that the SEC should not have power over the crypto tokens themselves, I think the SEC is going to be forced to capitulate and give up on lawsuits like the current XRP case. So guys, now I want to get into some very exciting information that came out earlier today, and guys, it's going to take a little dot connecting, so make sure you stick around till the end of the video. But guys, this is potentially huge for Ripple and XRP, and I think after I walk you through exactly what's going on here, you guys are going to see the full picture clear as day. So let's take a look at this. This is from DTCC, and essentially DTCC is one of the largest or the largest clearinghouse in the entire world. They move trillions of dollars of value daily, and they just announced earlier today that they are fully using R3's Quarter platform in order to start settling payments. They're using R3's Quarter platform for around 100,000 transactions daily. So guys, DTCC is now fully using blockchain technology to move value all around the world. So you're probably wondering, why does that have to do with Ripple and XRP? Clearly they're using R3 and Quarter, so isn't this bad news for Ripple and XRP? Well guys, let me show you some connections, and I am fully convinced that R3 and Ripple are fully going to be working together heavily in the future, and I have a feeling this is also a very bullish announcement for Ripple and XRP. But let me show you why, because if you followed my channel for a while now, you know that I am big on R3 and Ripple working heavily together. Well, first of all, you need to understand that both Ripple and R3 are two companies who hang out with the big boys. Take a look at this picture. In this picture, we see Brad Garlinghouse alongside the chief technology architect of DTCC. And guys, they are with all the biggest banking organizations in the entire world right here. You don't just get together with these people just to hang out and talk about random stuff. In these meetings, they are planning out the future financial system, and there's a reason Ripple's there, and there's a reason R3 is there. And if you're thinking that's just a coincidence, well, it's time to get into the reasons why I think it's a no-brainer that Ripple will be working heavily with R3. Take a look at this. This is the CEO of SBI. Guys, he wants Ripple and R3 to work together, and he just so happens to be the biggest stakeholder in both of them. Take a look at this. We have already begun discussions to create a project to use XRP for R3. By using R3, XRP is used more extensively. And guys, that sounds like to me, these two companies are going to be working heavily together or even merge. I did a video where I predicted that Ripple could buy R3 one day in the future, and guys, I would love that. But that's not just my idea. I like to take credit for it, but take a look at this. This is also from the CEO of SBI. What's important for SBI is to merge R3 and Ripple and make sure XRP is practically used. So right here, we have the largest stakeholder of both Ripple and R3 telling us that he wants these two companies to merge. So when I see R3 get a massively bullish announcement that they're working with DTCC, moving trillions of dollars of value daily, and I see these connections to Ripple, guys, I see this as an extremely bullish announcement for the entire crypto industry, but specifically Ripple and R3. And one last thing, really just to show you guys that there is something serious going on behind the scenes. Guys, listen to this right here and tell me, is this a normal thing to say if you're talking about a company that you're not working with? Or is this something you say if you have about 1 million NDAs signed and you just cannot answer a question? Listen closely to this, and this should just let you guys know that Ripple, XRP, and R3 are going to have a serious future together. Listen up closely.
Still working with Ripple at all as a company? I know that there was, some extracurricular, activity that was working its way through the courts, but and it's since been resolved. But I'm curious if there's ongoing discussions, since one of their primary focus is on the interbank settlement component that you're also touching.
So, frankly, Ripple's probably the only topic I can't talk about. I just don't talk about it. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Well, guys, I don't know what that sounds like to you, but that sounds like to me someone who knows a lot about a ton of stuff going on behind the scenes that NDAs are preventing him from talking about. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, though. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update, and for now, Mickle out.